Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Crypto Spender, your number one place to find out where to spend all those bitcoins and all those cryptocurrencies that you've been hoarding and hodling and holding. Welcome back. Always like to start to take a look at the market before we begin today. Please like and subscribe. It's always huge help. Those likes go a long way, as some of my other favorite YouTubers like to tell me. Even if you don't like my video, just hit the like button. It's gonna help me out. Why not help me out? Okay, so moving on. Look at today is January 26th, and we are in the morning, um, mid to late morning Pacific time, U.S. So January 26th looks like Bitcoin might make a little pump here today. I think we're looking pretty strong for the time of day. A lot of what I look at when I take a look at the sheets is time of day correlation, human behavior correlation. I think it's really important to remember that some traders are up all night, but I would say the majority of traders are on a more fixed schedule. Holidays are hard to forecast. Sometimes that's when you have, big crashes or big increases because you're not really sure if people are on the exchanges, if people are adding to volume. We really want to see high volume. Right now, we are sitting at, let's see here. The 24-hour volume is 23.13 billion. So 23 billion 24-hour volume. It's really important to watch these volumes. I know this channel is not about the market so much. It's really more about where to spend these, and we got some good news. So moving on, let's take a look at our first story. So we really want to take a look at wallets. Wallets. What kind of wallet do you want? Are there different kinds of wallets? Which one's going to work for you? Do you need more than one? Okay, so let's take a look. The top wallets that they're going to say is Coinbase. I think for US users, Coinbase is probably going to be your easiest, your smoothest wallet because you can put your money on the exchange and Coinbase. I think there's only two states that do not allow Coinbase, and it's Wyoming and Hawaii, I believe. I know it's Hawaii. I think it's Wyoming or Montana. I'm pretty sure it's Wyoming. So you'd be able to get your cryptocurrencies on the exchange on Coinbase, and then you'd be able to move that to your wallet from the same application. I think there's some very important things that we're going to talk about wallets. One of them is that this one is a application on your phone, on your smartphone. So there's different types of wallets. There's application wallets, app wallets, I guess you'd say. This one, Coinbase, is a hybrid. It does both. It's an online exchange and a wallet, and does also do point of sale. The other one that we're looking at here is another online wallet. Exchanges are ripe for the picking for ambitious hackers, so you need a nice wallet. Um, They say blockchain.info is also a good one, claiming to be the world's most popular digital wallet. We also have Electrum. Now, this is a software wallet. This is the one that, wait, no, I'm using Exodus actually. So this one is designed for mobile, though Apple users are out of luck. To date, it's only Android specific. So there you go. The Ledger or the Trezor wallets. We're going to talk a little bit more about these dongles in when we start taking a look at closer at wallets. Just a quick review. You guys can look over this stuff earlier. We're going to kind of get to this in another video. The paper wallet or other cold storage. So a paper wallet is a wallet that literally has your code on paper. You buy Bitcoin, and your code that represents how much Bitcoin you own. I guess you could do with other cryptos, but we're just going to say Bitcoin. for future reference, sometimes in all generalities, we speak and we say Bitcoin, and it's a general term for all cryptos. I try hard not to do it. Sometimes it slips out. Sorry about that. So what we're seeing here for so you get your Bitcoin, you get a QR code, and it's printed out on paper, and you save that QR code offline in a book, in a safe, in wherever you're under your mattress, wherever you're in a safety deposit box, wherever you feel like you want to have that. And therefore, your Bitcoin is no longer in a digital realm. It only exists on that paper, or the only way to retrieve it, to use it, or to move it is on that paper. And so I guess the record is still on the blockchain. It will always be on the blockchain. But in order to use it, you have to use that paper, scan the QR code, and then get it to a digital format. So the paper wallet might be very useful for someone who is a serious hodler, someone who just wants to hold. It'd be a great gift idea if you can, oh, here it's your pay. You can give it in a gift card, or a greeting card. You can put your paper Bitcoins and give them away as gifts. I mean, what a great gift. Here you go. Here's $10 at the current rate of Bitcoin for a holiday present. And in 2 years, who knows what you might have? You might have 100, and you might just hold it for 20 years. I don't know. Where is Bitcoin still going to be around? That's for a different time. 20 years. I'd have to say we're going to move on to something else. Technology moves too fast to have one thing for a long term anymore. Okay, moving on to more about the wallets. So yet again, here's another article. This one's really good. Oliver Dale. This is from early in the year, and he's going to lay out basically everything about wallets. He's going to do everything for you, but I'm going to kind of sum it up for you so you don't have to read all this stuff. Basically, we talked about what a Bitcoin wallet is. There's types, there's hardware, and that's what we're going to get into a little bit more. These are like the USB style. Look at, I'm already getting advertisements from Google because I was checking these out. Now they're showing up on all the sites. So you get your hardware wallets. Sounds kind of foreign. Now, when I lived abroad, I would use a USB, and it had my keychain for my bank on it, so I would use that to log into any computer, usually my work computer or my home computer, and then to make a transaction, I would put my USB in the computer, I would access my keychain, and through that keychain, my bank transfer would be verified, and then I would be able to take the USB out, and then my bank's done, and then I don't have to worry about it. I just save all my info on my USB. So actually, it's not really that foreign of an idea for us to keep our money on hardware, and I think it's probably a great idea. I think I'm going to explain it again, but basically, my concept is you might want to put your big money, the large amount. If you play the market at all, you don't want to keep all of it on there, but you're going to want to keep maybe your large amount on your hardware. You're going to and then maybe you would keep a smaller amount on a software or an online wallet. Here's another hardware wallet, the Trezor. We're hearing a lot about that. And then the Ledger Nano. We'll come back to this. And then there's software. And so you would keep a smaller amount, maybe your spending amount, maybe the amount that you are thinking about. Oh, this stuff is earmarked for spending. It's my allowance of the month. You're going to keep that on a software, on an app. Once in a while, you're going to pull out your USB. You're going to log on your computer. You're going to release some funds from your main wallet, and you're going to put them into your less secure, still pretty good online using spending wallet. And I think that's kind of the hybrid that we're looking for. That's what I think everybody needs to be on. So here they got the copay. Let's see here. What else? Anything interesting? Electrum. Talked a little bit about that. Exodus. I use that for the online. Currently Exodus. I haven't used it a lot. I use it somewhat. Not. It seems to work okay. So yeah, here you go again. So you have the paper wallet. There's a cool little video. I wonder if it's going to load fast for us or if it's going to take us to another. Yeah, it looks like it's going to take us to another. Um, some people really like these because they're tamper resistant. They're perfect for giving, like I mentioned earlier. And so they are pretty. I mean, the paper wallets, at first you think about who'd put your money in a paper wallet, but if you have a safe place to store it, fireproof safe, um, yeah, and the exchange disappears because of hackers, but you took your money out and put it in a paper wallet and open your fireproof safe and you say, hey, here's my Bitcoin, here's my Ethereum. Okay, moving on. Let's take a little closer look. Looked at Amazon. We got the Trezor Bitcoin wallet. Trezor or Trezor? I don't know. These names are just, after you learn a couple different languages, it's difficult to keep the pronunciation. So we're going to call it Trezor wallet. Great rating on this one. This one looks good. They also have in white. You can also buy it in white. This one has a dongle on it. It looks like some sort of hanger. OS 10, Linux, and Windows. Okay, so that's good. The main features on this one is that you're getting everything to a much more secure wallet than just an app on your phone. I'm gonna also assume that these are probably more secure. They are more secure than keeping your money on a digital wallet, even on your computer, because your computer technically could get a virus or hacked. And I believe putting all of your money currencies into a hardware wallet is probably the most responsible thing to do if you have a lot invested. The other ones, looks like you get the combo. This is interesting. You're going to save about 25 bucks or something like that on Amazon if you get two of them. It's that simple. They just value packed it for you. Um, and I think it's pretty common for you to know somebody that also wants a wallet. A lot of people have friends that get into crypto at the same time. I have a buddy, and we got in at the same time, and we talk theory all the time, and that's what we do. So if you got a buddy and you both need a wallet, this one might be a good choice. Both getting like 4.5 stars. One thing I want to definitely warn you guys about is where it says from seller. I would never buy a wallet. It's like buying a safe. Think about it. Are you going to buy a safe from an unsecured place? I might buy some food, some ramen noodles or something from just a seller that it's just Steve down the block. He's filling orders of ramen noodles and shipping them out. Like, I don't have a problem with that, but when he's just Steve selling me a safe or something I'm going to keep my money in, Steve could really be some guy named, it doesn't matter what his name is, he could be a hacker. That's the point. He could purposely, and this actually happened. This happened in January 2018. We saw somebody bought a wallet online through eBay. It was just from a seller. I believe it was eBay. Don't quote me on that. eBay, don't come after me. And what happened was they bought a wallet that was tampered with. They plugged it in. They put their money on it, and they went to sleep. And when they woke up, all of their currency was gone. So don't try to skimp on this. If you're going to spend big money, don't go with a seller. Don't buy it from some just seller. I know it says authorized reseller. Maybe. Do your research. They might be, actually. But to me, it's like if I bought it from Prime, I don't know. And Prime screwed me over, Amazon Prime, I would think that you would have some sort of case because now you have Amazon involved in it. Amazon sold it to you. They're liable. And Amazon's a bigger company than whoever the guy is. That's all I'm saying. Be careful. Don't buy anything on Craigslist. Don't buy anything online. At least you need to be able to trace it back to something. So please be extremely careful of buying a wallet. The next wallet, the Nano Ledger, Nano S. This is a bundle. Actually, let's take a look at here's the Ledger S Nano. Um, looking to be a little cheaper, is that right? Than the 159 versus 138. So looking a little cheaper. I think you're probably going to boost for the 2-year or the 3-year data recovery plan. I was thinking about it. Why is there only a 2-year or a 3-year data recovery plan? Well, I'm going to say if I had this wallet, Ledger Nano S cryptocurrency hardware wallet, if I used it for 5 years, I would be kind of getting nervous at that point. Technology changes quick. You're going to want to get a new wallet as the tech changes. I mean, you might be changing different currencies on different platforms. I know that in 5 years, we might be looking at a completely different market. That's what makes it exciting. But I think you also need to come to the realization that you're probably going to have more than one wallet if you're really into cryptocurrencies, and you're probably going to have to update those wallets frequently, maybe every year even. It depends on how much money and how much risk you're willing to take. I think if I bought this with the 3-year data collection recovery plan and I did it and got through my 3 years, I think after 3 years, it's probably time to buy a new wallet anyway. So, as I said, technology changes. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you could buy one now and you could use it for the rest of your life. That statement just doesn't sound right to me. I've owned how many iPhones, and if the first one still worked, I'd still own it, right? Okay, so we'll go into the packages. You got the two pack Ledger Nano. Crikey, right, man. This looks like some pretty good stuff. They come with a little holding case there. Oh, nice little tool. I like the tool. What else you got? USB cable. Oh, very nice. With the dongle even. What is that? What has he got there? That to me that looks like it's a 3-pin. Let's see. Asking for your pin code. That looks like an Apple thing. That's why it's kind of throwing me off. Secret. Anyway, I'm sure there's a purpose. You guys probably know. Throw it in the comments if you know what that is. Yeah, see, it's an Apple. I see. It is Mac. That doesn't look like Mac thing though. Anyway, we'll figure it out. They are for um, Mac and PC. Nano S supports Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Zcash, and Dash. So here's the thing: is you buy this one today, they may or may not update it, and then you're gonna say later, "Oh, I'm really into spending, I don't know, what another coin that doesn't exist on here yet." Let's say you're into Ripple; they don't even have Ripple on this one. Maybe Ripple takes off and it becomes the gold standard. Not really jazzed about Ripple at this point, but let's say it happens. You're gonna need a different wallet for this one. I mean, it's all about theory, I guess, too. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just keep your Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin on here, and you hold in that. And then when it's time to put some on your spending wallet, which is probably your app, when you use that, you're gonna throw it on there in Litecoin, but once it gets there, you're gonna use exchange it and use a different coin. So just because the one that you spend isn't on your hardware wallet, that doesn't mean that you can't hold like that. You can hold it in one of these 5 currencies, 6 currencies, and then when you do want to spend it, you just bump it out to what you want. Wait for a good day and then get it. All right, trying to move along. You also have the smaller version of the USB, which is the 2-factor authentication. And so it's got a challenge response, extremely durable and rigid, crush and water resistant, attaches to the house and the car keychain. So these came up under the product search. They are not exactly wallets as per se. It's a different type. It came under cryptocurrency wallet, so I wanted to check these out. It's just going to be the cheaper version, it looks like, let's see, what does it have? It's got passwords. I don't know what all this stuff means. Open PGP. I guess that's why I'm doing this channel, to get an education too. So here you got the USB authentication key. Includes storing crypto and touch to sign plus one-time password. So you're looking, this maybe not even a cryptocurrency wallet. What the hell's going on here? Hey, you guys, throw a comment down there. I'll come back to this if it is, but it looks like it's something different. Sorry about that. Back to the combo pack that I wanted to show you. This Ledger Nano S Bitcoin bundle. Micro USB adapter, USB-C adapter for MacBook. That's what we were looking at before. They have the little. The thing that I like the most is the archival ink pen. What a great thing. With the archival ink pen, it says it was, you cannot remove it with chemical. The pen is awesome. You cannot remove it with chemical or light, or it's pretty much a non-erasable ink. It is a seriously permanent ink. You cannot get that thing off. That's a pretty cool part of the package if you're really interested in, sorry about bouncing around, if you're really interested in keeping a good ledger, and you're kind of worried that maybe your dog might, uh, maybe your dog's not a good excuse, but you know what I mean. You want to keep it good, keep that stuff good. A little bit more news. Keep your ledger tight. You don't want that washing away with your coffee stains or whatever. So here's another website. I'll put all this stuff down below. This is pretty much what we went over before. The Cryptonator. They got a wallet you can use. This is an app wallet again. Supports these coins. See here, pretty standard. Most of them. Oh, they got the XRP. So you're seeing that the wallet type is a web-based wallet, and you're seeing that they're expanding their currency usages because that's what you'd be doing with it on an app. You'd be spending it on an app, not just exchanging it. So the hardware wallet. Oh, it looks like we're in. Oh, this is a Korean site. Oh, I'm on Steam KR. I don't know how I got on Steam KR. So, okay, checking out the next one, the A Gamma. It's a desktop version. You might like this one. I think a lot of it's personal preference. I'm just showing you what I found. A couple good examples. This one, cold storage, no encryption. This one holds 12 coin. It's pretty good. Exodus has a lot. Exodus has a lot of coin, if I remember correctly. What did they have? Only 8. Huh. Shows what I know. Desktop, yes. Mobile, no. I guess I have a problem with the computer PC based wallet if it doesn't have an app connected to it, or if it doesn't use an app, because it's such a barrier for me. Yeah, maybe it works for some people. For me, I really want to use my currencies through an app at the point of sale. That's what I think when we're looking at that, when we're spending point of sale, all the will go through the roof, because as soon as one of them makes a deal with, I don't know, Citgo gas station and started accepting uh what is the new one? Zpandy. Well, they start accepting it, right? I mean, people who own that currency are going to be so jazzed. I mean, they're going to be like, I'll buy everything at Citgo. Anyway, you can just see the volatility in the market. Jax. What kind of Jax? Jax is a multi-platform, multi-currency wallet. Um, they got 12 different. They got the mobile. See, that's it. Desktop and mobile. And it has a built-in exchange. So I'm not sure about Jax. I don't know if it's a really, really straight up awesome company, but taking a brief look at it, it's attractive to me. Koinomi. Let's see. This a Japanese one? It sounds Koinomi sounds Japanese. It doesn't mean that it is. Check out absolute winner of the altcoin wallets. Look at somebody really like this one. Um, it supports the most cryptocurrencies. Wow, 64. Look at that. It says mobile, yes, Android only, iOS coming soon. There is no desktop, but it's coming soon. Wow, open source, yes, easy to use, very easy, safety, very good. Wow, this is quite the impressive digital wallet. Coinomi. I want to find more about them. We're going to look at that later. Maybe do a special review just of Coinomi. I hope that they do get their desktop and iOS coming soon, and a built-in exchange. I don't know what kind of volumes they'll be doing, but things like that. I'm telling you, if you can get a service that gives you all of them in one app like Coinbase, and even if the volumes on Coinbase or whichever one aren't going to do that great, people are going to be drawn to that. It's the simplicity of it. That's what we need. Alrighty, so that's pretty cool. I like that one. I was a little surprised that it had 64, just blowing away everybody else. Coinomi. We'll check it out. Okay, so another one, CoinSutra, top 8 best Litecoin wallets, specifically for Litecoin. And this is interesting because Litecoin is not kind of, people say it's the spender. It's the spender of the Bitcoin. You know, keep your money in Bitcoin until you're ready to spend it, move it to Litecoin, and here you go. Litecoin has grown 2,000 in the past 6 months. I'm not sure how old this article is. It's a little old. It's from July last year. Um, to see the same thing, Ledger Nano. People loving on this thing. You can take a look at that video pretty quick. If the unboxing doesn't really mean anything to me. So that's pretty good. They got Stratus, Komodo. So I guess what else you got to find out is like whichever exchange that you use, or Monero is coming soon. I'm sure they have it already. XMR. I thought Monero was ADA. I may be wrong. Um, so Litecoin for spending Litecoin, great. Yep, we got the Trezor. We heard about that. Exodus, we already checked it. Jax, mobile and desktop. Jax pretty good. Loaf Wallet, that's a new one for the channel. Loaf Wallet is the first iOS only mobile wallet for Litecoin. As of now, it's not available for Android. Interesting choice to go only iOS. I guess you got half the work to do, so you could spend more time developing. Which is not a bad model. Come back later when you got a lot of. Sorry about that dinging. I turned that off. When you got time, come back and do the Android if you're a small company. Litecoin Core. I mean, this thing just looks. It doesn't look so good. I know looks don't matter, but I just look at that. Ugh, looks like 1993 back here. Electrum, lightweight Litecoin client. I like it. And that's what Litecoin's all about. Easy to move around. Some of you might, and you got the Litecoin paper wallet. So you can, there's your private key. You can spend using your paper wallet. You don't have to just store it. You could spend using it. You can take money out, the ATM. Quite interesting. Yeah, so there you have it on the Litecoin. That's interesting. I, I don't really care which one it is. I'm not a fanboy of any currency right now, but I do want to see some of these really implemented where we're actually going to start spending them. Okay, found another app, stumbled upon the 12 best mobile. Now we're just going to take a little closer look at just the mobile wallet. So you got Bitcoin wallet for Google, Android. Text looks okay. Looks like you got basically the normal things that you would need. You get the Airbits. This is Apple iOS and Google Android. I like the way it looks. It looks pretty slick. It's important to me. It detailed. I thought it said deleted. Deleted transaction history. What? No. So detailed transaction history. And the rich transaction history. Whoa. Bread Wallet. Bread Wallet's another one. So what you're going to be looking for is finding. It all depends on the region that you're at right now. I mean, if you're in if you're in Europe, Eastern Europe, it might be a totally different scene from Western Europe. It's regional. Some of them are going to work better. It all depends on the vendors and the retailers. What are they accepting and how can you utilize it? So each one's going to kind of have other currencies. This one looks good. So you got Bitstamp going. Checking your prices. So that's cool. Green bits. I'll put this website down in the comments. You guys can check through on your own time. There are a few. Here's one, Google Android only. Sorry about the slow internet connection. That one looks slick. That one doesn't look too bad. I like it nice and simple and clean. I know that it sounds ridiculous to be all about like how it looks, but it's gotta look good to me, you know? It needs to. If it doesn't look good, it looks cheap. It probably is cheap. You know, spend some money for looks. Green address. Here's another one you could check out. I'm not sure. It looks pretty decent. Koinomi again. Looking number 8. Koinomi. We saw that one before. Looks pretty good. I like it. You got the Litecoin and the Dogecoin. Still can't believe it. Coin space. Not bad. I think it might look pretty good. I know that looks are not as important as how they work. We're gonna go through. We got Copay. This one's got Microsoft Windows 10. That must mean it's also a desktop version. I like it. I like Copay. I like the name too. I think sometimes names go a long way. You get the right name, people just like it. Simple Bitcoin. Eh, there's a couple different options for you. Electrum, we saw that one. That one looks pretty slick. Make it nice and clear text so it's easy. Well, that one looks pretty nice. Electrum, only Google Android, so it's a little. I guess if I was gonna go with one, which I will be, ooh, Copay looks good. I'm gonna do a little more research on Copay. Might do a special video for you guys just on Copay, and I'm going to also do my pick on. Yes, that's right, Koinomi. I'm gonna check out those two and maybe give you guys a video a little bit on those upcoming soon. Please donate to the channel if you can. I'm doing this in my free time. I really want to support doing cryptocurrency, spending cryptocurrency, and if I can get out there and do some videos in the field of me actually spending cryptocurrency, that's the goal. We're just building now, so I'm just trying to get as many videos under our belt as we can here. But it is not as easy as some think. YouTubing is not the easiest thing, so living in a rural area. Sorry if you guys hear the roosters crowing and all that kind of stuff. Uh, so just on a personal note, trying hard. Hope the channel gets going. I'm gonna try this for a few months, maybe 6 months. If it doesn't get going, then maybe you have to try something else. All right, so moving on. The low transaction fees. This is another one from Gecko and Fly. So we're looking at the lowest transaction fees. Look at the Ubuntu processing on the Bitcoin Core. Bitcoin Core. Interesting. They have low transaction fees. Oh, looks like multi-bit was discontinued. This is what you got to watch out for, guys. When was this? January 3rd. This isn't an update. This is pretty close to updated. Looks like um, this one's discontinued. I mean, we can look into this. Let's just check it out real quick. Multi-bit is no longer supported. Time for us to let multi-bit go. So there you go. It is important that you not only get a wallet that you are a fan of, that works for you, your region, the kind of coins you like to spend, but you also need to make sure that you're on a reputable one. I'm surprised it had Linux support too. They put something into this. Okay, you got the Armory, secure wallet, low fees, Raspberry Pi, Linux included. You got the Mycelium wallet. I've heard a few things about this one. Low fees, I like it. Send and receive Bitcoin, cold storage functionality. Not sure what it looks like it's just for Bitcoin, which is going to be a roadblock in my opinion. I think if you're only moving Bitcoin, you're not really moving, unless you're moving big chunks. But most of us are not in that position. Someday, when I buy my Lambo, I'll need something like that. WireX, drive your money. WireX, the WireX card. Digital and traditional money the easy way. Get online banking. Worldwide issued Bitcoin Debit cards, cheap money transfers, and more in one place. I like it. Let's see what happens. Send and receive money from 130 different countries with virtually no limits. Switch between traditional and digital currencies with a tap. Well, we'll be keeping an eye on you, WireX. I like the way you look. Zappo. Welcome to digital money. It provides a way to manage your funds when you want and where you want it. Anything interesting popping out about Zappo? You got the Bitcoin wallet, you got the Bitcoin vault, Bitcoin in 2 clicks. It looks like we are only talking Bitcoin. All right, blockchain. Moving number 7, blockchain, the world's most popular Bitcoin wallet. Yes. We are not a bank. We can't view your balance. Okay. Understood. We know that there are a big one. BitGo. Blockchain security. Android, iOS, Windows, and Mac OS. This is an all-arounder. I like it. BitGo. Keep an eye on you. Green address. Green address. I don't know. How did the green environment get into the safer Bitcoin wallet that puts you in control? The safer, like all the competition. Nobody's safe. Only our wallet's safe. Everybody else is just money through a sieve over here. Water through a sieve. Okay, we already know about Coinbase. That's one of the leaders, if not the biggest leader. So out of this one, what are the hots that I saw? I was kind of curious about this one. Looks nice. Sometimes I like the pictures. I like the interface is big for me. You know, if the interface is clunky and slow, Zappo was my pick, and WireX. Gonna keep an eye on WireX, and gonna take a look at Zappo. And if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sure it's a Chinese company with the X. They like that in China. Okay, so taking a look, jumping, we got that for later. We checked that out. We're gonna check these out. I got some news to wrap up today. South Korean National Pension Fund indirectly invests in crypto exchanges. Okay, what I do know about NPS is that I was an NPS National Pension Service user for 8 years. I paid into the National Pension Service in South Korea. When I left South Korea, I was able to cash out of my national pension, and I was able to use those funds for other things. I was very impressed by how easy it was and how simple the process was. And as long as you had the paperwork saying that you were leaving Korea with no plans to return, they paid out their pension to me. Otherwise, countries I believe like New Zealand and Australia and England, perhaps, they do not have a reciprocal pension system with those countries. So your pension stays in South Korea until you're 65, and then they start sending you checks. So luckily enough, I got mine out. Really slick. I have a lot of faith in NPS actually from my personal interactions. Very professional. So what they're saying is that the pension, the national pension, is in a backdoor way investing in the cryptocurrency fund. The National Pension Fund invested 2.6 billion won in 4 cryptocurrency exchanges through 2 venture capital funds. So basically, if I understand that correctly, is like they invested money, but they weren't really sure about, like, you know, they're not directly investing money. The first funds invested in the operators of Upbit and CoinPlug. Newsys detailed. That Newsys is the form. The second fund invested in operators of Corebit and BitThumb. Interesting turn of events. Korean government has also issued discouraging small and medium-sized funds from investing in companies operating cryptocurrencies exchanges. Yonhap News says there's an approximately 700 medium-sized funds registered in the country, but only 28 invest in exchange operators. These funds They were able to spend those everything else. More indicators as to what's really happening. Also, check the